Good morning, guys. Breakfast time. I have one piece of Ezekiel bread, one egg over easy, and some kimchi. That's what's for breakfast. And made a traction. Justice Thai gal. Cheers. She's been missing us. Love her sister too. Look at that. Who likes their eggs over easy? I'm good on my shirt. No. No. I wasn't gonna eat breakfast, but I need to make sure I do that. I was doing really good with that. That sets me up for the whole day. And I haven't been doing that. It's not good. Through the week anyway. Let's just pile the kimchi up on top. I swear, I always say it, but kimchi tastes good with everything. Everything. Except sweets. I don't know. I haven't tried. It might. And these pieces are supposed to go. Break little pieces off. Yum. All right, so today we have a Tuesday meeting. I have a webinar. I have to do some training. That's it. We have a new version of something coming in here soon. And you gotta have training for it. Plus, I did this years ago. Spare of the moment. One of my bosses years ago said, "Oh, you're gonna go take the notary class on Saturday." I was like, "What? No. Maybe I'll take the notary class on Saturday." I said, "Okay. Here's a booklet. Study. And this is your appointment." I think it was a Wednesday. So I had 2 days of studying. On Thursday, I had somewhere to be. So I really only had like off and on a couple hours of studying. I went to the class. Took our books. Took the test. I missed by one flipping point. So, I think you can go back a certain amount of time, but this was years ago. And that office shut down, so I never did. So, this time, I heard it's a little bit different. It's not that easy. You just handed, they just hand you over a booklet, you study it. I think it's a little bit different this way. This time. That was about 10 years ago. So, anyways, I'm going to get my notary license. This time around, I am studying hard. Something I always wanted to do anyways. Make extra money on the weekends. I love working with people. Win-win. So wish me luck. I didn't get picked to go to the first class, but I really wanted to go. But I wasn't one that was picked. But next time, hopefully, I'm going to keep on it. I really love my job, though. I do. Cheers, Smash Mama. Tasty. Thai Queen. Wicked. Peanuts 5. RK Carson. I'm going to do a shout out again. I haven't did that for a while. I still have my YouTube tag questions right here. I've been Oh, you guys like that picture of me and Big Guy? It was a sunset kiss moment. I like that picture. But this one's my favorite. Let me show you. That one. There's my mom. I think I showed you guys this here. There's me when I was a little wee one. That's me. I was in kindergarten. I love that dress. I would always wear that dress all the time, like every day. And I would go, hey. Like I was Fonzie. I was like, hey, in that dress. I swear those shows were my babysitters back in the day. That's why you always see me or hear me watching stuff like Three's Company, I Love Lucy, Laverne and Shirley. Hey. All kinds of pictures back then. That's what you'd see me doing. Hey. Must have loved Fonzie. I remember doing it. I remember, I don't know, this is just around the same time. We would play a game where you would close your eyes. It was called Trust. and you would close your eyes, and your friends would put you in a certain direction, and you would trust them, and you would run full-fledged on, fast as you can, trusting that they were gonna be your friend. So, me being the trusting person I was then, I closed my eyes, got to in a stance running position, and I ran and pow, right into a tree, right into a tree bark. Scraped my whole face. I think I would have learned. Because months later, play and trust, eyes closed, run, and I go, okay, trusted them, should have knew better, and ran right off a freaking, it was a wall, it was a yard with grass, but then the other yard fell low. I mean, like literally drastically was lower, and they had a brick wall. So their yard was low with a brick wall, but this yard to the left was high. So there was a good 4 feet fall. What do you think I did? Ran right off that wall. I didn't play that after that. The second time I'm done. Asked me the third time, I'm like, hell no. Hey. No, it ain't gonna happen. I remember this is another story real quick, and then I gotta go. My sister, we had it hard. I mean, literally really bad when we were little. And everybody sings some sort of song. Here's my violin story. But, not the story, but the time was very bad. And this, on top of it, I had a girl that was like 3 years older than me. Every time I went outside, I don't even remember her name, but I remember she had really, really, really red hair. So, and I was not mean to her at all, but she would like beat me up. Seriously, like kick my butt. I was older than this. I was older than in kindergarten, but I was afraid to go outside. And I remember going outside with my can of corn. I had a can of corn I was eating because there was nothing else in the house. And I was eating just my little can of corn. You know, it was open, little can open, with my little spoon in there, eating my little can of corn. I go and walk out, and she slaps my corn down and punches me right in the face, beat me up. And I remember the corn and everybody laughing. And I mean, she tortured us going to school, going to friends' houses, even anywhere on that block. And she lived across the street in apartments that had a pool. She even tried to drown me. I was swimming, another friend lived there, and I went swimming there, and she got the pool, what do you call it? To clean out the pool pole. And tried to drown me. Like, I'm in the pool, and she got that long pole and started pushing me under. I mean, I almost drowned. So anyways, back to the corn incident. I just remember being beat up, looking at the corn on the floor, and I ran upstairs. In my mom's, no one home, of course, in my mom's bathroom under her sink. And I remember that. And I remember crying. And I heard my sister, which was literally a couple years older than me. I hear her running around the house. Tawny! And I was in the bathroom, my mom's bathroom, and she comes in there and she goes, "You're going to go downstairs and you're going to kick the shit out of her." And I'm like, "No, I can't." Corn in my hair. She goes, "I'm not joking with you. This is it. You're going to go downstairs and you're going to beat the shit out of her." And I'm like, "Yes, I am." And she's like, "Come on, you're going to kick the shit out of her. You don't let her do that no more." And I'm like, snot rolling down my face, corn in my hair. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I go downstairs looking for Red. She's a little older than my sister, I think, like a couple years older than me. My sister's a couple years older than me. So she had to be a little bit older than my sister because she was mean to my sister too. And I was like literally crazy mode and like, I'm gonna rip her hair out. And there she was. I seen her, no joke. Talk about spider monkey. I ran at her like a frickin' silverback, jumped on her like a frickin' spider monkey, ripped her hair out, was biting her, everything that you could think of. I went savage on her. I literally, she was screaming and I was just going at it. Red hair flying everywhere. She was crying and I wouldn't stop. It was just like, and a lot of it was like how, stuff we were going through, the anger of that, and then her embarrassing me, and then took my frickin' corn and threw it all over the place. So yeah, I kick the shit out of her. Hey! My sister, when I say we, about a few weeks later, we're sitting really high on this brick wall. And back in the day, we used to have clubs. So there was, the kids around the area would have clubs. And my sister goes, well, I'm going to only have like 5 people in my club. And it was me and Red left. She messed me after that. She didn't even talk to me after that. And I'm sitting next to her, like probably about arm length away, her face was. And my sister goes, well, I only have, it's full and you're only 2 left. And I knew my sister's going to pick me. But my sister goes, well, I only have 1 spot left. So you guys are going to have to fight for it. And I was like, she didn't even get that out of her mouth. And I could go put one like this. Like I literally went like this and went, boop, didn't even look at her, smacked her right in the face and she flew back. Like she went back off the wall. And I was like, I win. She goes, okay, she's it. She ran home crying. My sister didn't even get it out of her mouth and I was like, boop, didn't even look at her. Just like, okay, she's done. Smacked her in the face. She toppled back and fell over. By the way, very mean. I don't recommend. I recommend sticking up for yourself and don't let no redheaded corn dropping girl try to drown you. Yes. So I made it in the club, which I was in anyways, in my sister's club. I never seen her after that. She stayed away from me. Maybe she was under her mother's cupboard, or her bathroom frickin' sink in the cupboard, crying. Maybe I taught her a lesson not to be a bully. And I was so not a bully. I was nice to everyone. Like, no joke. Like, I've always been the person that, like, if someone's sitting on the corner, even at 6, I had that in me. I'd be just, if they look lonely, I would sit and talk to them. Thank God I was never taken. In the movies, I was with the other family, eating their popcorn. I'd go visit a little old lady that had nobody, convalescent hospitals. So I wasn't a bully. Never was a bully. Actually, I stuck up for people that got bullied. Yes. So, Red, hope you learned your lesson. Now I think about it, hopefully she was okay because I never saw her after I smacked her off that wall. She did get up and ran, though. I did, just to say, I did see her run. I just think she was mad she wasn't in the club. And I embarrassed her. How does it feel? Yeah, I got some stories. But I remember being really little because it was really bad during that time. And I lived with my mom. And I just remember someone telling me, oh, you got small feet. Let me try your shoes on. And right after that, just these little things I remember. Seeing those dandelions, and I picked one, and I was like, I want to live with my dad. I want to live with my dad. And just watching it flow. And then when you're little like that, you're very dreamy, and you know, and you wish things. And I just remember looking at it float away, being like, and you know what? Not too long after that, I went to live with my dad. So, and I've always prayed. Even when I was a little wee one, always was in me. Always was praying. And I was always praying for the safety of my mom and dad. Even that, like, little tiny wee one. So, I didn't know I was going to go on a big old tangent. Did I tell you the story about my mom tic-tac-toeing someone's face for messing with me? I think I did tell you guys that story. My mom was a G. She was a gangsta. God bless her soul. Don't mess with her kids, because she'll come at you like a spider monkey, like a silverback. Yeah, you didn't mess with us. She didn't have like she was raised, well, my grandfather was an inventor, so they were really rich before she was born, and then he died, and then her mother was raising all of her siblings with no money. He was also a builder, so there's names after my aunts and uncles, my mom in Minnesota. So I want to go back and see that. I think I told you guys this too. If I'm repeating myself, let me know. But yeah, so back in the day, she wasn't, she loved us, no doubt. No structure, no foundation at all. We pretty much raised herself. But she always regretted that. Like, she was like the one thing, you know, would we ever fully forgive her for that? And of course, addiction is addiction, and she had an addiction. And she was an awesome lady. I gotta tell you some stories about her, man. She did not mess around. That's for another story, though. Yeah. I'm going through, I got some stories about her. So let me know if you want to hear about my mom, but I do got to go to work. I'm already sweating. Freaking humid. We got water? I think I got water. So I got to go. Thinking, what, do I have an outro to tell you? Really quick. No. This is my glitter. You guys see it? Look. Isn't this cute? It's my ADD. I gotta get it under control. Color correcting concealer. I got a smaller one. I have that long palette, and then I have this one. Oh, it's not a palette, I guess. Would it be a palette? I don't know. So I have this one, so I carry this one with me. Ow, 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 ow. Rip my earring out of my mouth. All right. Gotta go brush my teeth. You gotta floss. What is this one? Japanese cherry blossom. Brush the dew. My dad is full-blooded Sicilian. My mom was Irish and German. So she had green eyes and red hair, and my hair, if you look in the sunlight, is red. So for that girl, red, I'm a fireball too. Half. That was my mom coming out in me. Just know that. All right, guys. Love you. Toodle noodles. Big meatball loves and hugs. Boop. God bless. Mwah. Hopefully see you at lunch. If not, have a beautiful, blessed day. I love talking with you guys. Let me know if you want to hear more stories about my mom. You're going to love her. Yeah. She was a gangsta. Love you. Bye.